Oh, it is definitely winter.
Winter has arrived, people.
Finally showed up.
Yeah.
Not that I'm very happy about it, but it
With
is
a vengeance.
here. It's supposed to be really, really cold this weekend, so come buy some yarn to
cozy.
keep you warm.
Keep you cozy.
Yeah. So I'm Tammy, and
I'm Kim.
And we're from Numana Yarns. So I'm the dyer and owner, and Kim is my awesome right-hand woman.
Right-hand man.
Yeah.
What up?
Color consultant, as I called you last
Yeah.
time. So we'll show some of her awesome color combos later on here. So yeah, this is our Yakkin About Yarn podcast, and we're going to talk about some different stuff that we have going on. So as you can see, we're actually in the yarn shop here, and we have a bunch of yarn behind us. This is all of our Barbary sock, which I don't know how popular.
Not all of it. This is just the blue stuff.
Yeah,
we have way more.
We have way more.
It's not all of it.
But would you say it's popular?
It's our most popular, definitely.
By, like
Yeah.
What percentage would you say?
Well, that's basically what most people buy. I mean, in the winter, we've sold quite a bit of sweater also lately. So we've sold some sport and worsted, but yes, definitely the sock is, I don't know why people love it.
Yeah. So we, years ago, I noticed this trend that it was like every time I put something out, it was always selling on the sock yarn first. Always. And I tried bringing out new colors on different bases, and everybody would ask me, so are you bringing this out on sock? So I decided I'm just going to dye everything on sock first. So every single one of our repeatable colorways is always dyed on sock yarn. And everything else, all of the other bases, and we've got 100% merino in lace and sport and fingering and worsted and
non-superwash.
Yeah, we've got Stellina
cashmere mix.
We've got tons of different bases.
A yak mix. Yeah.
But it's the
silk
sock
mix.
It's the sock that sells the most.
Yeah.
So yeah, we tend to start to bring those colors onto the other bases as we need, as
people
find
want.
room to put them.
Yes, that's our biggest thing right now.
It's our biggest challenge. So we do have on our website, if you've been on our website, you'll notice that all of our listings will say for our repeatable colorways. Obviously, for things that are not repeatable, we can't do this. But for our repeatable colorways, we do have the option of buying whatever we have in stock, or you can order sweater quantities of 2, 3, 4, and 5. Gee, I can't even.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I built it that way so that you can customize how many you would need for a sweater quantity. And then those are dyed to order. That way they're all dyed at the same time under the same process and should blend together quite nicely. I don't want to necessarily call it the same dye lot because I can only dye in batches of 4. And so there might be some subtle differences between them. And there's always some differences between even yarns in the same pan.
That's the nature of hand-dyed yarn.
That is absolutely the nature of hand-dyed yarn.
And the beauty of it. So, yeah.
You know that each one is actually unique. So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool
Yeah.
that way. But we do have that on our website for any of our repeatable colorways. We also do have the option of custom ordering in batches of 4 only for different bases. However, you do have to buy either 4 or 8 or 12. So that is an option as well. Some bases like that, those you can't actually order, you have to put in a request to me. Some of those bases are not necessarily going to be the best for every single colorway out there. Like, for example, our bases with Stellina.
Yeah.
The Stellina just tends to pick up, if we try to speckle it, it just tends to pick up the dye, and the dye just kind of runs along the strand of Stellina and can create what looks like a completely different colorway.
Right.
Or if it's
and the yak has got a bit of a grayer color to
Yeah,
it.
and same with the cashmere. It's got like that little bit more of an oatmeal
Yeah.
kind of color to it. Non-superwash is going to dye up fairly differently. It's not going to speckle very crisply, so there are some limits. That's why I don't allow just straight up ordering whatever you want, because not everything will work. So yeah, that's a little bit about our bases. We can talk
Yeah.
about different bases in other episodes too,
Yeah.
but definitely Barbary sock is our number one
Definitely.
by far. It's just straight up in 80% merino, 20% soft nylon, and it's so versatile.
Yeah, it is for
It's
sure.
very versatile.
But the other bases are just as awesome.
They are.
Just so you know.
But yeah, when you come into the store, we have, I guess it would be 6 grid walls.
Yeah,
Each one holding 40 different colors of Barbary sock.
Yeah.
So, and we are like maxed out. I don't think we have room to put any new ones now.
No, we don't.
Guess we're gonna have to find some room. Because,
trying to figure that out. Yes.
Yeah. So, why don't we share? Why don't I share? Okay, I'll start because I got this handy, and you can grab yours. So we talked about our Geog gradient shells last time, and
we have made progress.
Small progress, a little bit of progress. I got started on Clue 3 finally.
I love Clue 3.
So
my favorite so far.
That's
it looks
what that
so
looks
cool.
like. It's pretty cool. I got
more of a blendy, like everything blends nicely.
Yeah, it does. And you put some pops of red in there too.
My red. Yeah.
So that looks cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will admit I did have to frog it a couple of times because I was doing this because I was an idiot. I was doing this at my sister-in-law's New Year's Eve party because I'm an idiot. So
not when you're just figuring it out, because it is
at somebody else's house when there's a whole bunch of other people there
that
you don't know, and they're asking you questions about your knitting. Yeah, that's the best time to tackle something new. Very smart.
No. Well. You learned a lot though by frogging it.
I did. I think I had to go all the way back.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think I got like into the second color, and then I'm like, something's really messed up, and I had to go all the way. And I dropped a stitch somewhere, and I didn't notice it. And I was like, I just don't know how to fix that in all of this. And
this one, if the count gets wrong,
you notice it.
I don't know. And I don't know how you would really fix it.
Well, I noticed my count went wrong the other night, and I was able to put in just a make one.
Okay.
But
yeah, it's a tricky one, but it's cool.
It's very cool looking. It looks like ripples.
Yeah.
So.
What does he call it? Zigzags, I think he calls it.
I'm not sure what he calls it. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, anyways, do you want to share your sweater that is in progress? So, Kim can talk about that.
So, my sister and I did a mini make-along together and decided to do this. Oh, here we go. So, it's the King or Ching, I'm not even sure how to pronounce it, fiber Lolita jacket. So, it's got a cool neck, and the texture kind of goes down into the sweater. I don't know if you can see it. Like the ribbing goes all the way down. Anyways, I did the neck and
maybe if we hold it up close to the camera.
The V.
I don't know. Let's see.
Just in a solid.
Oh, yeah, you can see it.
So I used Numana yarns Ready for Anything, which is my favorite colorway.
Very bright red.
Very bright.
And I think it's coming up fairly true on the screen too.
So the pattern actually wanted you to marl it, like to hold it together with mohair through the whole thing, even the neckline. But I just didn't want the itchiness of mohair in my neckline. Like I love the way it looks, but I kind of like it without it in the neckline too. Anyways, so that was just a bit of modification I did. And then, yeah, so you hold them together throughout, but then there's going to be like a lace part under the sleeve, like where the sleeve attaches and where the body attaches together.
So this whole part,
yeah, so like the
underneath.
wing kind of is just going to be the mohair or lace weight yarn in a lace pattern. So it's pretty cool. Anyways, hopefully I'll get more done and I can show you that next time.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
And are you going to, have you decided if you're going to use mohair or if you're going to use lace?
Yeah, I haven't decided yet because
your sister did it with the mohair, right?
And it looks nice. And I was worried I wouldn't have enough. I don't know. I have to figure it all out. But I might just use regular lace weight yarn and not the mohair. I don't know. I haven't fully decided. Maybe that's why I haven't continued. I don't know. My sister's already finished hers, just so you know how long this has been taking me. And
I think you started it shortly after you started working here.
Yes.
Because that's when you got the red,
yeah.
I think.
And then we started the Stephen West shawl, and kind of that took precedence. And this thing has gotten forgotten. Anyways, I will work on it more.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, if you've been on the website in the last little bit, you may have noticed that we have some color kit combo ideas that we've started putting. Well, I say we. Kim has started putting together.
I love color.
Picked all the colors out. And so we wanted to share some of them on here. So when we say we've put together like kits, we don't mean that we've put together kits for sale on the website, because they're not necessarily we have so many color options here. Like so many color options that as I've noticed, as soon as I try and put any kind of kit together, people are always asking about swapping something in or out or whatever. So we call them kit ideas, and
you can see them on our blog if you want to see the colors together. They're just not on our website, but
well, no, they're on the website.
Oh,
yeah. The website's the blog is part of the website. Yeah. So we do have them up there, and we brought some here for the Hyber Knit Along to give you an idea. I know that's already started, and there's probably some people.
But you could use them for any so these are like a 5-color fade, basically, that you could use for any shawl, sweater, whatever needs a fade.
Yeah.
So this is our bloom, and these are all Barbary sock, but again, you don't have to use Barbary sock necessarily.
Yeah.
And then this is Sage Advice, followed by Sea Spray, Hey Friend, and Whiskey in a Teacup. So those ones would make an awesome fade for anything, shawl, sweater, anything that needs a 5-skein fade.
And the nice thing about it too is that you can use these kit ideas as just a starting point.
Right.
So say you have to do a 4-color fade.
Yeah.
So then maybe you
take
the
this
bloom
one
out
and you could just
use those ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a 3-color, or you want to switch something out, you need a pop of color, so you switch one of those out and add something contrasting.
So this could be a 4-color or a 5-color, same thing, like whatever you need or want it for.
Yeah.
So this is Straw Hat, well, Bloom to begin, like the other one, Straw Hat, Taste of Turmeric, Feeling Foxy, and Wake Up Juice.
And that one is actually very close to the one Hyber Knit Along kit that Stephen has.
Yeah.
The pattern.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then if you want to do a kit, if you have like a bunch of minis, or you like using minis for your kits, like, I don't know, like if you, what was this? Like some shawls are smaller, obviously.
Yeah.
Stevens are insanely huge. So you might want to just use like 1 skein and then some minis. So this one is All Bugs Are Bees, which has tons of different speckles. So I kind of picked out this
very primary color.
Yeah.
With a yellow and white base.
Exactly. So I picked out like the speckles in it. So we have deep blue sky, malachite is the green, strawberry for the red, hope for the yellow, and then we have another blue, sting, neutral, navy. So that one would be very cool. You could do a cowl or a small shawl.
Yeah.
Even striped socks would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of different things you can do with
Yeah.
that one. So we have them up on the website. So if you go into the menu, there should be a link that says kit ideas, I think is what the
Yeah.
link
So
is
there's
called.
two different, yeah.
Yeah, and we have several different posts related to that. So whether it's like a 2-color or 4 or 5 or whatever.
And you can always come in and we can create a kit
Oh,
together.
Kim loves doing that.
Yes. And if you want to do like a temperature blanket.
My mom got to do that the other day.
Yeah. So come
Help
on
with a
in
temperature
and
blanket.
we'll pull you a kit, a personalized kit.
Yeah. We have lots of ideas. So
yeah.
So yeah, if you have any questions about that, just let us know. Now, one thing I wanted to talk about is our seasonal tones, I guess we'll call them as an overarching name, yarn subscription. So I would say it's almost a year since I first announced it. And I know that there was like a lot of questions about it when I first announced it, because of course I don't do anything small. I have to just go complicated with, so that's just me.
Go big or go home.
So what the seasonal tones yarn subscriptions are is they're actually 4 different subscriptions. They're based on the tones that you typically, like the color tones you typically associate with different seasons. So spring, you tend to associate softer pastel colors and nothing too loud or bright or crazy like that. Summer, that's when we associate your colors, the bright pinks and oranges and super vivid blues and, you know, party colors. And then fall, we tend to kind of associate with more of your neutrals and reddish browns and colors like that. And winter is more jewel tones. So I wanted to create something because I know people tend to stick to 1 or 2 of those kinds of color families when they're creating stuff for themselves, or if they're creating something for somebody else, right? They know, oh, my granddaughter loves bright colors, and so they only buy the bright colors, or my Kim only likes bright colors.
I'm learning to like neutrals. I'm starting, guys.
As you've got your brightly colored, multicolored sweater on. So I wanted to have subscriptions that kind of covered everybody, but I didn't want people that really only like the neutrals and fall tones to be getting summer colors, right? And vice versa. So I did the 4 different subscriptions, and we rotate through them. So it's not like you're getting all of your subscriptions like back to back. You're getting them throughout the year. So since there's 4 subscriptions, you're getting a subscription basically every 4 months if you only subscribe to one. Now, these colors are exclusive for at least 6 months after they are released for the subscription, and some of them may never ever come in. We haven't actually introduced any into the regular lineup yet, and that's partially because I don't know exactly when I want to release them. So some of them might end up in
sneaky, guys.
Well, some of them might end up in like advent calendars or things like that, right? So until I have some of those sorts of things planned, I don't want to necessarily just start releasing a whole bunch of stuff. So if you see a color that you really like and are sneak peeks, then, and I'll talk about that in a second, you might want to get it, because chances are 50-50 maybe, I don't know, that they aren't coming back. So I do want to show some of them. I brought 4 different ones from our previous subscriptions to show.
She's enticing you guys.
Yes.
You gotta subscribe.
So we've got, this one is called Cake Smash.
Gorgeous.
And if you can guess, that is a spring color. So it's all sorts of pastels. Like there's greens, there's yellows,
basically
there's purples,
all
blues.
the pastels.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Other than maybe orange. I don't really see any orange in here.
True.
But yeah, all of the other colors are in there, just very pastel. I mean, I guess that could almost be a little orange leaning, but so that's a previous spring one. Don't ask me when, because I don't know.
A while ago.
This one is called A Unit of Happiness, and this one, black shirt guy named. I don't even really remember the story, but he said he had 1 unit of happiness left for the day or something silly like that. So it's showing up fairly good on as far as color. So it's a green with like different purple speckles. The one,
pinky.
Yeah, some of the purples are kind of a pinky purple, and some are like bluey purple. Mm-hmm. So that one's really cool. That one would actually match up really nicely with the malachite.
Yes.
Probably because.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Very similar greens in there. And then we've got this one, Ashes and Embers. So it is a gray with red and orange speckles. Hopefully.
Very
I think
cool.
those are showing okay.
Yeah, you can see the red. I don't know if the orange isn't really showing up.
Oh, some of it in there. Yeah. So that one's super pretty. That one was fall. I know Kim loves this one.
I do love it.
And then we have our most recent winter, mulled wine. So it's various reds. There's some browns in there.
Some pink.
There's some pink, a little bit of purple.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything in there. Yeah. So those are our seasonal subscriptions, or some of our previous ones. The next subscription that's coming up will be summer.
Okay.
And it's open for new subscribers on February 2nd to 4th. The current subscribers get to decide by the 1st, and then we can determine how many we have left over for new subscribers. So we do offer it on Barbary Sock, Fosbury Sport, and Fosbury Worsted. Cool. So far, Sock and Worsted are the popular ones, which tracks with what we see in the store too.
And just to clarify, sport it's like a heavier sport, which people can also substitute for DK.
Yeah.
Because
a similar, so our 115 gram skein of sport is 256 meters. Typical 115 gram skeins of DK is 250 meters. So
similar.
Very, very close. So people can choose how many they want, and the subscribers can choose how many they want. They can choose the base that they want. They can switch it around. Also, we do have the sneak peeks that are up. So before the subscription gets charged, there is a couple of sneak peeks that are put up. One is just a palette, in case you don't want to actually have like a ton of surprise, but you want to get an idea of what colors were used. And then we also have a picture of the actual dyed colorway. We don't attach the name to it. Only the subscribers get to find that out. Because I know some people love to find out the names. And yeah, just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Was anything else to say about it?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So anyways, I'm going to put some links or some pictures up in the video here of where to find the sneak peeks and more information about the subscription product, so that you can find it on the website. Cool. All right. So, we have a couple of changes to some of the stuff that we announced last time.
Oh yeah, the pop-up.
The big one is the pop-up on January 20th. So we have Ginger Snap, Kim and Colin from Ginger Snap coming in. But Becky and Lisa from Smiling Sheep Fine Yarns really wanted to join them. And so they're coming.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to have 2 groups in the back there.
Nice.
So it should be lots of fun. And if you've ever seen all 3 of us vendors together, you'll know that it's like nonstop laughing and
It's a party.
nonstop energy and just so much fun.
Yeah.
So there will be a sign on the door that Lisa's not allowed in.
Why?
Because she's just not allowed.
Oh, okay.
We decided that at a Yarn Rebels event she wasn't allowed in. I not at least through the front door. We'll have to get her in through the back door or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah. So you may see a sign that's on the door that says no Lisa's allowed. But it's only for Lisa from Smiling Sheep Fine Yarns.
Okay.
I know. It's just, one of those things that just comes up and you're like, okay, whatever.
Whatever. Inside
Whatever.
joke, I think.
Inside joke, yeah. So anyways, yeah, well, it should be a lot of fun. There'll be lots of yarn here, lots of fun. And
Yes.
that'll be between 11 and 5 on the 20th. And then the sweater construction
This one?
session.
Oh yeah.
It was supposed to be on January 24th. It's been moved to January 23rd because there's been like a scheduling conflict with the instructors. So we have moved that. So if you wanted to take it and the 24th wasn't working for you, maybe the 23rd will work for you. Other than that, I don't think there's anything new to announce for upcoming classes or events that are happening in the next couple of weeks. We do have, I think we talked about classes that are going on this month in January. I think we've got more for February and March.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. You guys should check out the website for those.
Yeah.
Because, there's going to be some interesting make-alongs and classes. And,
Yeah, our make-along that's happening starting at the end of the month on the 28th has quite a few people registered for it. There's still some spots left. And then same for the cast on and gauge swatching that's happening on this Sunday.
Right.
So that to help you get ready for the make along. So it's not too late to register if you are still wanting to do that, and it is open. The make along is open to anybody that knows at least the basics of how to knit or crochet. It's not an absolute beginners. We're going to teach you how to do anything. In fact, we're not really teaching anybody how to do anything in this class. And I don't even want to call it a class.
Yeah, it's a make-along, but there is support. Like if you have questions or need help.
Yeah, we do have Susan hosting it.
Yeah.
Susan is an amazing knit and crochet expert.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody that I've talked to that is planning to take it is doing something that's going to challenge themselves just a little bit.
Yeah.
And whether it's their first sweater. I know for my mom and I, it's our first sweaters.
Yeah.
And I think it might be for my cousin too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know yours is
mine.
crazy challenging.
I've knit many sweaters, but this is like, whoa. I don't know.
Is like next level
Yeah.
sweater. So, it's going to be a pretty fun thing.
Yeah.
You just need to know how to knit or crochet. So if you're fairly basic, but you feel like, hey, I'm getting decent tension in my knits or my crochet, and I really just want to challenge myself with the sweater.
Take it to the next level.
Yeah, so just pick a really basic pattern that has stitches that you understand and has stitches, maybe a couple new stitches in there, and the challenge will be the construction of it.
Exactly.
So,
Yep.
yeah. All the way up to Kim. Going crazy. All right, so I think that's probably all we have for you guys this week, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.